Petinet tool. So let someone who will take the lead. Vikas Kumar. Vikas Kumar, आप शेयर करो. आप शेयर करो. Withdrawal of bank. कंडीशन है कि आप गार्ड कंडीशन लगाओ कि आप सही पिन नंबर दोगे. 1, 2 और क्या क्या कंडीशन. बैंक कार्ड वैलिड है कि नहीं वो चेक करेगा. मान लो कि एक छोटे की कार्ड तुम्हारा अर्बन बैंक की, वो एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगा अगर इट इज नॉट इन द कंसोर्टियम. देन योर अमाउंट you enter is a right amount which has the numbers ending in 00. आप 387 रुपया 387 rupees you can't withdraw. It has to be either 300 or 400. So विकास कुमार आप शेयर करो. आप कैसे करते हो मैं थोड़ा देखना चाहता हूँ. विकास कुमार. विकास.
यस सर.
आप शेयर करो कैसे आप पेट्रीनेट में करते हो. दिखाओ मेरे को.
ओके सर, आई विल कनेक्ट विथ कंप्यूटर सर. आई एम
I
यूजिंग
will
मोबाइल दिस टाइम सर.
अब 9 बजे तक क्यों नहीं किया. 9 बजे से पहले 8:55 का करना चाहिए था. खराटे क्यों मार रहे थे. अपना जरूरत को समझो. 904 हो गया है. आप कंप्यूटर में मोबाइल में मैं सिनेमा देख रहा था. बुढ़ा हो गए.
नो सर.
अरे बाबू करो, बातें मत करो. पहले करना चाहिए. 8:55 को यू शुड हैव डन इट.
ओके सर.
ओके सर. ये बुढ़ापे में कौन आपको इतना ज्ञान देगा. छोटे बच्चे की तरह क्यों आप. व्हाई आर यू क्रॉलिंग इन द फ्लोर. करो, जल्दी करो. कौन आपके लिए. who will wait for you. I just call randomly and your face gets dark. सुबह सुबह मुंह काला हो जाती है. करो जल्दी. सिनेमा में देख रहा था लैपटॉप में, मोबाइल में गप्पे मार रहा था. योर कन्फेशन रियली हर्ट्स. करो. You do everything by 8:55. Get yourself ready by 8:59. हुआ. विकास.
Yes sir. I am connected with laptop sir.
करो करो. विथड्रॉल में कितना कंडीशन आप डालोगे दिखाओ. क्यों आप सबको परेशान कर रहे हो. Why are you putting everybody in trouble. 905 हुआ. 5 मिनट क्यों हम लोग आपके लिए खड़ा रहे. किसी को तो मदद नहीं कर पाओगे, परेशान क्यों करोगे. ये आप बचपन से सीखे हो हैं. केयरलेस एटीट्यूड. खोलो खोलो जल्दी. Just I tell someone randomly. हुआ.
Sir, once again please repeat sir.
आप how you will show the withdrawal process by Petrinet tool with putting several conditions. What are the conditions? The PIN number has to, the card has to be validated. आप दूसरे की कार्ड बैंक की घुसाओगे. If it is not in the consortium, so it won't accept. Card has to be validated. Then PIN has to be validated. Then the balance amount, the bank account, your bank account should have a balance amount of 1000 rupees. Must उसमें रहेगी. अगर उसमें 1200 है, 500 आप निकालना चाहते हो तो कर नहीं पाओगे. So the balance amount how much and the withdrawal amount should match to your conditions. That the balance should be in the account which should be above 1000 rupees. Third condition. Fourth condition, the amount you want to withdraw should be ending with 00, either 300 or 400, not 347. So how you will do it? Do it. 5 दिन छुट्टी रहा, आप नाचते रहे रास्ते में, गाजीपुर में है, बढ़िया डांस करते हो, यही दिखा रहे तो पढ़ाई छोड़ के है
सर इट इज विजुअल सर।
या आप करो, पहले दिखाओ, बातें मत करो।
सर माय स्क्रीन इज विजुअल सर।
यस यस, वेरी वेल, बढ़िया बढ़िया। आप कोरा कागज कितना दिन दिखाओगे? करो, कुछ करके दिखाओ। करो करो करो। Siddharth, you guide him. What are the problems he will be facing? It is your job to guide. Okay, Siddharth?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what are the various conditions possible in the withdrawal process? In the withdrawal process, what are the various conditions possible? How you will put the different conditions? You will learn. If you practice, you will learn and you will feel happy कि कैसे बढ़िया कंडीशन मैंने डाल दिए. It's working so fantastic. You will feel happy. जीवन में यही खुशी देती है. If you do something successfully.
Because let it be in type, that place user place, so let it be in type.
In type.
We need to forward balance na, so just let it be in type. Okay, while you're taking string, you just take integer type na.
What?
Do not put it in inverted commas. Remove the inverted commas. It is of int type, na? If it is of string type, then you
Hmm.
will add the.
Hello.
Hello, Vikas.
1 minute.
Of
Okay. बोलो.
हाँ.
Listen, after one, then sqlen, and after you just directly write that number. Okay, whatever you want to write. If you put it in inverted commas, then it becomes string. But we have taken integer data type, so we should pass integer only. And to carry forward that integer value, declare some variables.
It is right.
No. You just delete everything first. After one, then escape sequence, and then just write the value.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There is no need. There is no need of inverted commas or any brackets.
Okay.
Okay. Now declare some variables. Okay. Do one thing. Don't in that place, that user place, declare a variable having having string int type, and then you can put that bracket and you can write like you were doing before. Acha, no, not like that. You should you should write first where, then variable names, and then the data types.
It is right. Hello.
No, I said put colon, not semicolon. A comma B comma C, then colon. Okay, and then string cross int cross int.
Okay. Semicolon.
String cross int.
Cross. Is it okay? Can you see that?
Make it in caps. String int date in caps, all caps.
Because
Yes.
you declared that what you have declared below the call set string.
Yes. I have missed that. See,
And
probably if you can drag.
And that should not be where, it should be call set. Because you are defining your own data type. So it should be call set and the variable name equal to product of string star int.
No, it's okay if you will not call set, then also it's fine. No worries.
Okay.
No, that you have declared the variable name a comma b comma c.
Yes.
Okay, then that should not be colon, it should be equal to.
Siddharth.
Why? No. Yes, sir.
Siddharth.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you stop. There's a good friend of Vikas. He is waiting to help because his name is Mahendra Kumar Sharma. He has come after a long time. So help Vikas. Mahendra Kumar Sharma. You are such a bright boy. Why don't you come forward to help Vikas?
Hello, yes, sir.
Yeah, you come. You are coming casually, huh? I have tested you since September. You join today and you don't join tomorrow. This is the attitude you have developed since the day one. Horrible boy in my class. I'm so unhappy, Mahendra Kumar Sharma. I'm so unhappy with you. I'm so unhappy. You don't bother and care. Come and help all the conditions to Vikas, your good friend of your nearby locality. You speak out, then you will move.
Hello, Vikas.
Yes, Mahendra Sharma, you tell what you will do. Yeah, you tell.
Hello, Vikas.
Yes.
Like in next condition, you you enter pin. Hello.
Yes.
Vikas, do you hear me?
Yes.
No, name that, like after insert card, you name that component. Like
Yes.
user insert card or anything that that component, this one, like enter pin, anything.
Why? How come? If you insert a card, whether it's a valid card or not, of the consortium or not, you need to check. You need to check the validity of the card first, whether that card belongs to a bank which lies in the consortium or not. You cannot insert a card of some other XYZ bank and try them. Then it will comment that it doesn't come inside that group. So you should check the validity of the card. Why do you jump to the ATM? PIN. So check the validity. It will check from the PIN connected to the ATM card. It will check whether it is inside that group or not. So first it will check the validity, whether that card belongs to their group or not. There may be 100 banks. If some other bank which is not in that group, it will discard. It is not in our group, so it won't give the payment. First you check that. How do you check that? They must be having some code number associated with a bank.
सर पिन चेक करने के लिए सर 2-3 कंडीशन देना पड़ेगा सर.
करो करो, आप डर रहे हो? कल रात भर किए थे तो अभी कर के दिखाओ. कल रात भर तो सोए नहीं आप.
विकास यहाँ पे कंडीशन चेक करने के लिए सर तो पहले अगर लेट्स वी हैव टेकन द 4 डिजिट कोड फॉर द चेकिंग द एटीएम.
प्लीज रिपीट.
अगर 4 डिजिट का अगर बेसिस में चेक करते हैं 4 डिजिट का पहले हम चेक करेंगे कि ये फर्स्ट इट्स मस्ट बी अ इंटीजर. सेकंड कंडीशन लाइक आफ्टर इंसर्ट कार्ड. After insert card, as said, sir has said, we have to check the condition for that. It must be a valid card or not.
Okay, first we have to build I think variable abc string int. Okay,
Look, like you have to make a one arrow with like after enter like one arrow is going outside if pin is invalid. Okay, two conditions there. If pin is valid, it's work further. If pin is invalid, it rejected. Like you have to make one arrow and one more component. Now here you have to give the at that arrow you write one condition. Looking. Yeah. Now that arrow you write one condition.
Where here?
Like after enter two conditions are there. One is going for further to like and look enter pin you have showing two arrows. One is now understand. One is for like if pin is valid, then you have to further proceed. Two arrows na look there are two arrows. One is
I have already two arrows. Here is invalid, here is valid. Then after it the next operation will done.
Like first for invalid, like you have to give the condition. Like let's check that we are taking only like first we have to take that value like what you have to user has entered like 1 2 3 4. So check that if it is not 1 2 3 4, it's like go for the invalid case.
first you need to make a list of constraints. These are the constraints I am going to push. Then only यहाँ पर बैठ के खराटे मारते हो रात भर और अभी बैठ के सपना देख के you will insert the constraint, ये नहीं होता है. पहले से सोच के रखना चाहिए. मैं ये 4 constraint को घुसाऊंगा. I will push. How? These are the 4 or 5 constraints. How I will push those constraints for the withdrawal purpose. You have to make a list of it.
Hello, Vikas.
Yes.
Like after product string, it will be int, int.
Product
Yeah, upper line.
long.
But just below that, like product string asterisk int. Using colon. Yeah, it was the int. Otherwise, it will give the error. It's not working. From bottom, it's 4th line. You need not to add like this bracket. In last class, sir has saying it's already taken.
Here I have declare DVIN product string ITNT.
Just
So
upper
that's
that,
why here
just upper that line. The error is due to the like just upper that line. You have not clear writing the correctly int string asterisk. I think it was in bracket like nt. You have written only nt. That's why it was giving the error. And Ingole sir has said that you need not to add arrow. If like that bracket, it was all. It's by default it takes bracket, so you didn't need arrow. It is not mandatory to add that.
Because declare those variable na A, B, C.
yes. अच्छा.
Hmm.
Okay. All keep quiet. All keep quiet. Shivam Dalmia. शिवम डालमिया,
Yes.
यस सर, आप 2 मिनट आते हो, बीमारी आपकी आ गई शर्मा से, हैं? You are suffering from the same problem what शर्मा is suffering. आप
No, sir,
2
I
दिन
just got
2 दिन आते हो, 2 दिन छुप के 1 मिनट ज्वाइन करके चले जाते हो.
No,
You
sir, I
don't
just
have.
got disconnected right now also, sir. Yeah, इंटरनेट में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था, लेकिन अभी से सही हो गया था.
You are not regular in attending classes. How you will guide because you are not attending classes. You have some mental problem like Sharma. I have watched it. Physical problem तो आपकी है और इसका साथ भी कुछ माइंड में कुछ वायरस है. You are not showing your sincerity. फिजिकल प्रॉब्लम जिसका रहता है, माइंड तो सिंसियर बन जाती है ना, आपकी माइंड भी सिंसियर नहीं है. हाउ यू विल गाइड?
Sorry.
विकास को कैसे आप रास्ता दिखाओगे? आदत सही करो. आपकी तबीयत खराब है, बात अलग है, मैं उसके लिए काफी दुखी हूं. मैं बोला था प्रतीक को बात करके मेरे को खबर दो, लेकिन प्रतीक भी खबर नहीं दिया अभी तक. आई वाज वरीड फॉर योर
नहीं
हेल्थ,
sir,
बट यू आर नॉट.
sir, Pratik asked me, sir, day after yesterday, sir. Pratik
But
asked me,
you are not joining class in right time and leaving class whenever you feel like. I have been watching your insincerity. ये होती नहीं है यहाँ पर. घर में हो बोल के you don't have the right to do whatever you feel like. I am very unhappy with you, Dalmia and Sharma. Change your attitude. Change your attitude. This will ruin you. आप इधर कैसे गाइड करोगे? अब तो पढ़ते नहीं हो, खराटे मारते हो. इधर कैसे? हाउ यू विल गाइड हिम? Had you been physically here, I would have thrown you from the class. You would have a very sorry figure here. This type of bad attitude I don't appreciate. ये यहाँ पर होती नहीं है. ये जो कचड़ा एटीट्यूड आप रखे हो, this doesn't happen here. Okay, because अब कितना हद तक आगे बढ़े, क्या क्या कंडीशन लगाए? What are the conditions because what you have done? Because
Yes, sir.
हाँ बोलो, क्या क्या कंडीशन आप
Hello?
फुलफिल किए? हाँ बोलो विकास.
Sir, here we have declare data type, product string int and product string int.
For
Yes.
what purpose? Purpose बोलो, क्यों डाटा टाइप हुआ इंसर्ट करके क्या आप चेक करो?
Checking the card validity, sir. Is card is right or not?
कैसे कैसे राइट और नॉट कैसे वैलिड प्रूफ करोगे? कैसे कैसे हाउ यू विल डू दैट जॉब?
Sir,
how you will do that job? मान लो कि ग्रुप में 100 बैंक से, बहुत छोटी छोटी गांव में भी आजकल ग्रामीण बैंक वगैरह बन जाती है. ग्रामीण बैंक, अर्बन बैंक, दे डू नॉट कम इन दैट ग्रुप. सो कोई ग्रामीण बैंक के अगर कार्ड आप घुसाओगे तो इट वोंट एक्सेप्ट. ग्रामीण बैंक, अर्बन बैंक, छोटी छोटी बैंक भी छोटी छोटी शहर में बन जाती है. लेकिन ये ग्रुप में अगर आपको शामिल नहीं करते हो तो यू आर नॉट अलाउड टू विथड्रॉ मनी यूजिंग दैट कार्ड. सो हाउ इट विल चेक दैट? They must be having some code number. Some code number must be there. It checks with that code number associated with the SIM of the card. SIM of the card. What you insert, उसमें एक SIM लगा रहती है आजकल. SIM में वो कोड नंबर रहता है. अगर वो कोड ATM का साथ जो कोड है then only allows you to put your PIN number. So first it will check the PIN of the SIM associated with the card, with the PIN associated with the ATM machine for that particular bank. एक्सिस बैंक की एटीएम में घुसा रहे हो तो एक्सिस बैंक एक ग्रुप का साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, एक ग्रुप कंसोर्टियम. कंसोर्टियम के बाहर वाला कार्ड अगर आप घुसाओगे तो इट ओंट एक्सेप्ट दैट. सो ये इन्फॉर्म करेगी आपको स्क्रीन में दैट दिस कार्ड डजंट बिलोंग टू आवर कंसोर्टियम. सो how you will do that? It must be having a code. ABCD मान लो कि एक कोड है, AB94 something like that, for example. So if AB94 is the code associated with the SIM of the card, what you insert matches with AB94 of the ATM machine of that particular bank, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, any bank के आप घुसा रहे हो ATM में. If at all it matches, then only it allows you to, and it gives you message that you put your PIN number. Okay? So it will match with the SIM code number with the machine code number. How you will do that? Some code number it will verify. Okay. Do that. You should have thought, sir, ये मेरी 5 condition मैं check करूंगा. I will check 5 conditions when I insert a card. Then only आपको पैसा मिलेगी.
Sir, here only I have defined first one is a PIN number, and second is
PIN number of
amount,
what? PIN
and
number of PIN
number is defined in string, sir.
In string PIN number for the
Yes, sir.
card or for the individual account. विकास की पिन नंबर ना कार्ड की पिन नंबर, उसमें 2 पिन रहती है. एक पिन कार्ड की होती है जो चेक करेगी मैं ग्रुप का साथ शामिल हूं कि नहीं, whether I am inside that card is belongs to that particular group or not. Then it will ask the account pin number, विकास की अकाउंट की पिन नंबर. 2 कंडीशन ये चेक वहां पर करती है. पहले तो ये कार्ड वैलिड कार्ड है. कैसे? दैट सम कोड नंबर इज एसोसिएटेड विद दैट सिम of the card with the matches, whether it matches with the ATM machine की SIM कुछ code number का साथ. Then only it will ask you whether it will ask you insert your account pin number. Okay. Siddharth, guide him.
Yes, sir.
Siddharth,
For the ATM, okay, to verify that the card belongs to the bank, you do one thing. You make another place, let name it as bank, and then make the transition from that place to insert card transaction. First do that, and then I'll tell you.
यूजर को पहले करना है.
हाँ, नहीं, एक और प्लेस बनाओ नीचे, उसका नाम एक लाइक कुछ भी ATM ऐसा कुछ दे दो.
After insert card.
Make a place anywhere. Okay, like for example below that insert card to make it decent. Create a place. And then name it bank probably. Okay.
Okay.
Now make the transaction from the bank to the insert card. Okay, now do one thing, create another variable of string type. Let name it as D, where D and string. Okay, now create a token. Create a token at user. Create a token at user, and then let name it as. Okay, do one thing. Do one thing. Don't create a vardy. You just put that Cole said DVIN you use na product string into in cross int. So you just put
Yes.
another. You just put another string cross string. No, not new declaration. You edit that one.
Here,
After a string, you put another string.
okay.
Then also int cross int. Product string cross int like this means I want to send 4 token at 4 value content token. That's why.
Okay.
Now do one thing in that. Now go to that user place and the token we are sending. So before pin, you give another string with some like AB12 or anyway like we just want to validate that the card contains the same like same number as the bank or not to verify that the card belongs to the bank. So you put another string, give it some any combination of characters. Okay, uh, make all the string of same name. Like if you're using AB1, then make all AB1. Why? Because we'll be verifying from one single bank. So we do not need so much variance. Otherwise, only one will work and rest will not work.
Okay.
Now create a token at bank. Create a token at bank and it should be of string type and pass that AB1 string. Now create a token. Create a token. No, no, no. No. Not like that. Not like that. Delete it. Create a token at the bank place. Okay. Like above how you created one, then uh, single comma, and then write the string AB1.
We declare new variable.
At the bank, create another token at the bank. Okay. Like uh, no, nothing to do in the left side. Okay, you just come to the diagram. At go click on the bank, hit the tab space 2 times, and then edit it to pass a string AB1.
Okay.
Not like that. How you declare a token above how you did in user place. That AB1 comma 1 2 3 4. So the same way you have to do one, then hit the escape sequence, and then hit AB1. No bracket needed. Just put inverted commas, quotes. No bracket needed. Okay, so Actually, what here we are trying to do that we are passing 2 tokens from 2 places. That is from user we are passing AB1, and here from bank also we are passing AB1. So at the third transaction, like from insert card to you have not named that transaction, to the third place where we are going at the output transaction. So there we will place a condition that if uh, um, okay, do one thing, that transaction from user to insert card, you a comma b comma c you have written na, so you pass
Yes.
so you pass d comma a comma b comma c, d that will hold ab1.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and also you do one thing, you declare another variable of string type, let it e.
Okay.
Now pass that e from the transaction from bank to insert card.
Yes.
Just e, no bracket needed, no bracket needed, just e. Okay, so now at the output transaction we'll put a condition to check if d is equal to e, so that will verify that the card is from that bank only. Okay, so this is how our card will be verified. You
Here.
understand, right? Mm-hmm.
Here.
Here matlab there. So you should put a condition if d is equal to e, then in bracket we need to pass a comma b comma c. So pass a comma b comma c.
Okay.
Actually, in the condition, you not need to put bracket, like after if d is equal to e. I don't know if it will work with parenthesis or not, but you don't have to put the parenthesis in d is equal to e condition.
Here.
That parenthesis. I guess you don't need to that. Okay, then a comma b comma c, and then write else empty. Means if the condition will not work, then this will send nothing, and you don't have to put colon semicolon after that, you just leave it as it is. Okay, a little bit stretch the diagram. Okay, so here if d is equal to e, then abc will pass, otherwise nothing will pass. Okay, so at this step we are verifying the card. Now it's time to verify the pin, right?
Yes.
Okay, to verify pin, we need that place. Okay, you have transaction. Okay, a comma b comma c. Okay, then you go to enter pin. Okay, and then do your thing.
Okay, Nirmal, come. Siddharth, you keep quiet, please.
Okay, sir.
You have done
Okay, sir.
good. Siddharth has guided a lot. Nirmal, come.
Yes, sir.
विकास, आप दूसरों का ऊपर कितना दिन भरोसा करके जियोगे हैं विकास? आप कुछ खुद करो. Why somebody else will? गोदी में कौन आपको बैठाएगा सब दिन है? गाजीपुर में यही बीमारी रहता है ना क्या? आप पढ़ के नहीं आओगे, यहाँ सीधा घुस जाओगे. No preparation you feel necessary for your survival. शर्मा का भी वही बीमारी, तुम्हारी भी वही बीमारी. क्या गाजीपुर वाले सब ही बीमार वाले हैं? All are sick. Okay, Nirmal Panda, you guide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you guide.
BC is empty. Okay. Page for a complete. Okay. Then you check from the pin to the place that's you have not mentioned. The last place you have yes, enter pin to the right side. That there is a place, no?
Yeah.
Name it something. C or D, D or E or anything. Yes, yes. Okay. From enter pin to D, you check here if the pin you have not. This is asking for pin. No. You wait a minute. You make another place for entering the pin. Or you can do it here if B equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. B equal to.
I think A equal to, no?
You are checking here for pin.
Yes, then A is will be written.
A is the bank code, no?
No, A is a pin. It is defined in string.
Oh, sorry. A. So it's A equal to pin. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 3, 4, 5, 6, anything. Then pass this token. Then one. Then pass this token ABC. String intent. Yes. ABC. Because you haven't declared the type of the place C. Like you have done in the user that DVIN. For C, you haven't declared it. If you pass DVIN, then you have to pass DAS BC from insert card to DVIN.
Signal.
So
Yes.
hello, Vikas. If D is equal to from insert card to C, write if D is equal to E, then one, then write if D is equal to E, then one and that sign a comma which you have put in enter pin to D in the middle. After then, yes.
Yes. Then DABC.
Okay.
That should be DABC.
DABC.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
Similarly, here also you have ABC. So you do it DABC. Okay, and declare the place D DVIN also. The place
Here
D.
is declared enter pin.
Enter pin does not have any data type, no. That's a transaction.
Yes.
Just like
Here,
you did for C, DVIN.
at C place. Here.
For D also you have to declare the data type.
Here.
D, place D. No, here not. The place. Enter pin right side. The place you have declared D.
Here.
No. Enter pin. Then there is a condition to go to D place.
Okay. Here.
Not that one. Yes, yes, that D place. Okay.
This.
Then here you have what if A equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, then token should be changed to DABC. Okay. Here from enter pin to okay, here what's the error? You from C to enter pin, you write 1 tilde DABC. From C to enter pin. The transition.
Transition here.
Yes.
Here or here?
The transition. Here. You write 1. They inside parenthesis you have written no DABC. There you write
This is the
1.
expression here. I think this is wrong because this is the expression. I think
if you can write here also, you can ignore it. It will be no problem because same thing will be passed. No, it's showing red because you haven't declared the type for invalid.
Because no need to write in the transaction from C to enter pin. You just write DABC in bracket. So in the token form, you don't write, and then
enter to invalid. You declare the type of invalid, that is of string type. Okay. Here yes. String.
I think string is not.
Type S. You type S, it will display string. Okay. Okay. Then the condition you write if A is not equal to 3, 4, 5, 6. That is A less than and greater than symbol. A less than symbol, greater than symbol, equal 3, 4, 5, 6. Then A is not equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
there's no need to put comma after
3, 4, 5,
A
6.
not equal to 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't have to put comma. You can directly write and also.
Then 1, okay, invalid. The string. No need to give parenthesis, just write invalid pin. You can okay, you can remove the parenthesis. Invalid, else empty. Similarly, for enter pin, we have missed this part. Enter pin to D. The transition between enter pin to D, we have missed the else part, else empty.
I think he also declare all the pin like A equal to 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1, 2, 3,
You
4.
can declare it. And also A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 or similar.
हेलो विकास।
Yes.
या जो बैंक जो है उसका तुमने एक टोकन लिया है ना AB1 के लिए, वो 3 नहीं होना चाहिए यार, क्योंकि जब हम इंसर्ट कार्ड को एक बार फायर करेंगे तब यूजर से एक टोकन आएगा और बैंक से एक टोकन आएगा, फिर दोबारा जब फायर करेंगे तो यूजर के पास तो 2 टोकन और है, लेकिन बैंक के पास तो टोकन खत्म हो गए ना, तो मेरे हिसाब से शायद 3 होना चाहिए। हेलो?
हेलो।
नहीं क्यों?
नहीं यार, क्योंकि ये जैसे कि जब तू इंसर्ट कार्ड को फायर करेगा ये ट्रांजैक्शन को, तो यूजर का एक टोकन जाएगा, माइनस हो जाएगा, तो यूजर के पास 2 टोकन बचेंगे और बैंक के पास 0 टोकन बचेंगे। ठीक है? फिर यूजर को जब फिर इंसर्ट कार्ड जब दोबारा फायर करेंगे तो यूजर के पास एक टोकन और कम हो जाएगा, तो यूजर के पास एक टोकन बचेगा, लेकिन बैंक के पास तो कोई टोकन ही नहीं रहेगा ना।
हाँ 3 टोकन चाहिए वहाँ।
है ना? 3 चाहिए
हाँ
होगा मेरे हिसाब से तो।
बराबर।
तो बैंक का जो ये लिखा है ना, तो 1 के बाद मतलब 1 को मिटा के 3 कर दो, ऐसा करो। नहीं ये 1 नहीं, वो नहीं, ये कैसे होगा ये?
वहाँ
बैंक
पे
को
ऐड करने पड़ेंगे और टोकन, तो वहाँ ऑटोमेटिकली 3 आएगा।
हाँ, 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 सही बोल रहे हैं।
नहीं, डायरेक्टली 3 लिख सकते हैं।
1 जहाँ पे लिखा है ना 1
वहाँ पे तीन
उसमें
तीन
डबल
लिखो।
क्लिक करो, वो हाँ उस पर
अच्छा
डबल क्लिक करो, वो हो जाएगा, एडिट मोड पे आ जाएगा, फिर उसको 1 को डिलीट करके 3 लिख दो। जो टेक्स्ट जहाँ पे लिखा है 1, ओके।
It's showing. I think. Hello.
हाँ
I think here is some fault at C place and interpin.
no, you have checked for the first you have checked for the bank code, then you have checking for the pin, then you have to check for the amount if the amount is valid or not. We have only completed thing that the pin if it is valid or not. Then from D2 you have to make another transition for validation of the amount. Yes, for place and transitions. And one place. Drop that. And one place also. Now check if B is B. Okay, this is withdrawal amount. This is the amount. If B is less than C, then the amount is valid. Check if B is less than C.
B is less than C.
Because you have already checked for the pin, no? B is the withdrawal amount and C is the available balance, I think.
B is a amount and
So you have to check, no, if B is less than C, that is the available balance, the amount the user has entered is less than the balance available with him or her. That's the condition, no? If B is less than C, withdraw successful. Here also we can add another condition, that is if B is less than C and also B mod 100 is equal to 0. Here from withdraw to E. If B, here you write if B is greater than C. then invalid amount or insufficient balance. Then one token of D A B C minus B. D comma
A,
yes,
comma B minus C,
because
na?
no, you have the ATM card contains this 4 tokens, no, bank code, PIN, withdrawal amount,
Yes,
and the
yes.
yes, that's why. That's why.
Right?
No, you have to, if you write A comma B minus C, then you have to declare another data type of int type. That's why I was saying D A B, write D comma A,
D,
D comma A, D comma A, comma B,
B
comma
minus
C
C.
minus B.
Okay. C minus B.
That should be C minus B.
Okay.
C minus B. You have missed the else part for the every if statement. That's why it's showing red. For every if you have to write else. Else empty.
Okay.
You haven't declared the types for the places E, F, and G. E should be string type, F should be string type, and G should be DVIN type. G should be DVIN type, not int type. Okay. Now drag the simulator. from the toolbox option, draw the simulation, track the simulation. Yes. And click on the fourth button. Yes. And check. Click. Okay. It's a valid. You can reset all the things by clicking the fast button of the simulator. Fast button.
Okay.
That's
Stop button.
No, before that.
It's the initial state, no?
It will reset all the tokens and everything. Yes. You can check if it shows error for the invalid bank code or invalid PIN or invalid amount by changing the values in the token only. For example, in the token that you have written here 3456, 1000 and 3000, you can change the amount from 1000 to 5000, then it will show invalid amount. You can try various combinations.
Okay.
So we'll stop it here. Ingole Subham Purushottam. इंगोले आप शुरू करो, आपका दूसरा काम आप शुरू करो. You had given a task, Ingole had given a task to solve the that dining philosopher problem with a five number of philosophers.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is an assignment. I am not going to kill time. Already we have killed time 1 hour and 20 minutes already. So I don't want to kill time. We'll start another modeling tool, that is JED language, JED. So like Petrinet is a visual tool, visual. You see something and as well as you write something. Depiction and narration, they are the need for the visualization tool. But here in JED, you only check the syntax, whatever you write in Petrinet, whether that is not error or not, that is being checked by JED. Like CSP, what yesterday your good friend told, who? Ranveer. So likewise, of CSP, Petrinet is another modeling tool, and Bhaiya will tell JED. And submit for the dining philosopher by definitely on Monday morning. Okay, using Petrinet and LTSA. Those who have not using done with LTSA, no more time will be given. This is last and final. So you give a comparison, which is convenient, why convenient, how it checks better. Dining philosopher problem using LTSA and Petrinet tool, CPN. Okay, do it, submit it to Ingole Bhaiya by Sunday night 12 o'clock. Monday morning he won't receive, he will delete everything. So I was very when I had not submitted here for a single student. So that's all. We are not going to do any further. That's all. That's all. If you learn, fine. If you don't learn, fine. That's up to you. We have given enough time. You should come prepared to the class, not that everything will be taught in the class. Never, never, never. That's not a good attitude. So we'll jump to JED. Ingole?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, start. Yes, anybody?
Hello, sir.
Rishabh, Soni?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, like I have one question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, actually at the time of when Rishabh is giving the presentation, sir, you said that in a ATM, hello?
Yes, yes, tell.
Sir, in ATM you have said it was using two pin numbers.
One pin you have to insert, other pin is associated with the SIM of the debit card or credit card.
Sir, actually you said that one is for verifying the group and one is for verifying your account.
Right.
Sir, but we have entered only one pin, sir. Like I think that.
तो देखो मैं छोटी छोटी चीज को क्या चेक करूं, आप करो, आप बताओ वहां पर क्यों नहीं बताए.
Sir, actually I was thinking that after the class I will ask to you.
नहीं आफ्टर द क्लास क्यों, जहां प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम राइट एट दैट मोमेंट. छोटी छोटी चीज को सर विकास ने वहां छोड़ दिया, अभी बोलोगे हैं. उस समय बोलना चाहिए था कि यू शुड हैव मेड अ डिबेट विद सिद्धार्थ. सिद्धार्थ तो गधा है, बताया नहीं. व्हाई डू यू टेल हिम गधा, आप चालाक हो, आप बताओ उसको, आप तो बहुत चालाक हो. यू शुड हैव टेल हिम ऐसा ऐसा नहीं होगा, ऐसा करो. यू आर इंटेलिजेंट बॉय, सो यू शुड हैव टोल्ड. निर्मल था, निर्मल इज नॉट ए राइट काइंड ऑफ बॉय, सिद्धार्थ इज नॉट ए राइट काइंड ऑफ, यू शुड हैव टोल्ड राइट देयर. आपको बोलना चाहिए था वहीं पर, हीट द आयरन व्हेन इट इज हॉट, जहां पर गर्म है वहीं पर हीट करो ताकि कुछ शेप ले सके. Okay, we are not going to do that. So do it correctly. Everything depends on your assumption. As I told, there are 101 alternatives for everything. If you pick a right alternative, you reach a right solution. If you don't pick a right alternative, you land in problem. So software engineering is based on assumption only. For everywhere you will see software engineering 101, software architecture 101, software connector 101. 101 means quite a large number of tools are there. You have to pick a right one. You will see everywhere. If you check in the Google Scholar, 101 is always associated with software engineering. That means a number of alternatives are there, but you have to pick the right one to proceed in right direction. Okay, okay, okay. आपको
Sir,
सही रास्ता, हाँ बोलो. Yes.
Sir, I'm Siddharth, sir. Sir, I was asking that dining philosophy problems, how will we submit, like in the form of PPT?
In the form of a ये word file or Z file, ये PDF file. Okay.
Okay, so now in the Petrinet I already completed, so I was just asking like how should I send? Okay, sir.
You have not done for the LTSA, I think,
Yes.
or you have done?
Yes, I have done. I have done for both.
You have done. So you combine everything and send a PDF file to Ingole Bhaiya. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. And yesterday, I think for CEP, who gave presentation for CEP? Kulkarni.
Yes, sir.
आप इतना आवर्स बीत गए, आप भेजे नहीं. कल ये कौन आपको 10 बार बोलेगा?
हाँ सर,
भेज दो थप्पड़ सर. इतना घंटा गुजर गई, आपको खराटे आप मारते रहते हो. Why shall I tell you second time? ये छोटा बच्चा की आदत अब छोड़ो बाबू, बूढ़ा हो गया. You have become old. अब क्यों छोटे बच्चे बोलो 7-10 बार आपको बोलते रहे? बच्चा आपको छुट्टी नहीं. इंगोले शुभम पुरुषोत्तम, start. Z. It's a modeling language. It's a modeling tool like CSP and Petrinet. They are the three standard modeling tool. CSP, there are around 20-25 number of tools are there, but we have picked up these two. And CSP कल जो रणबीर बताया, रणबीर आपको नेक्स्ट क्लास में बताना पड़ेगा कौन सी टूल अवेलेबल है और कैसे आप करके ATM वाला दिखा सकोगे. Okay, in next class it is your job to tell us.
Okay.
Okay, Ranbir and others also join hands with Ranbir, Rishabh, Sunny, Rahul, Sahu. You join hands with Ranbir. How we can do the same thing using a tool of CSP. These three are very standard tools. There are quite a large number of tools are there. 25 number of tools are there. Out of these 25 number of tools, these 3 are standard tools, very commonly applied, and they give good result. They give good result to validate your assumptions. अभी जो बोला कुछ assumption, शायद ऋषभ ने ना कौन, I don't remember, महेंद्र या ऋषभ, somebody told that ये होना चाहिए था, some गलतियां. So this type of analysis, Mahendra bola. Okay, Mahendra. So you can identify your problem. वही सबसे बड़ी बात है. मेरी गलतियां कहाँ मैं देख सकूं. इसी में पेट्रीनेट में आप आसानी से आपकी गलतियां देख सको, ताकि आपकी कोड सही बने. आपकी कोड अगर सही बने, रिजल्ट सही निकलेगी. रिजल्ट सही निकलेगी तो आपकी सॉफ्टवेयर सक्सेसफुल होगी. तो ये सब वैलिडेशन, वैलिड मतलब एक स्टाम्प, थप्पा. यस, मेरी चीज सही है, मेरा सोच गलत नहीं है, मेरी असम्पशन गलत नहीं है, ये थप्पा, वैलिडेशन. तो इसी तरह का ये जेड स्पेसिफिकेशन से भी आपको you can know whether you are moving in the right track or not. This is a validation tool. So these are the very standard. You can check in the Google Scholar what are the different validation tools, and these are the very standard ones. Okay, Ingo, let's start. Ingo, let me stop. Yeah.
We will start with Z specification today. In the Z specification note, see some examples. So why formal specification? So most people accept bugs as something unavoidable, and the reasons for this are complexity of the task, the insufficiency of the tests, deficiencies in the environment, economic constraints, and lack of foundations. So these are some of the reasons. Then we'll talk about the specification, the Z specification language. So it is a set of conventions for presenting mathematical text, and it describes the computing systems, hardware as well as software. So whatever code we write for specific software, so we can use the Z specification to specify our systems, our computing systems. So it was developed in 1977 to 1990 at the University of Oxford with industrial partners IBM and Inmos. And Z specification is standardized now. It's ISO, ANSI, and BSI standardized. Z specification has its name from Ernst Zermelo, and it is based on the axiomatic set theory of Zermelo and Frankel. So Z specification is totally based on set theory only, and it is the most widespread specification language today. Z specification is the most widespread specification language. So the important thing is it is for presenting mathematical text which describes our computing systems. So we will see example of a code and how we will specify it in a Z notation. So here is the example of a code. So we look at the following C function. So you can read this code, and what does this code do? So just check this code. We are taking an integer. It's a function of taking an integer. Then you have some declarations, I, term, and sum. So we are initializing term is equal to 1, sum is equal to 1. Then we have for loop. Then again some operations we have, and we are returning I. So what does this code do? Anyone?
They're increasing the term by 2.
Sorry, what? What it is doing? Any idea?
Summing odd numbers.
Sum All odd numbers, sir.
No, no,
And
no.
at last we are.
No, it's not summing odd numbers.
Wait, sir. I'm
Hello.
looking.
So we'll pass a number, and
Hmm.
this will return the number of iteration कि मतलब कितने iteration तक अपन sum कर रहे हैं. Like we'll start from 0 and then
Sure.
we'll go till number 8. So it will count that number of iteration.
Sir, table of 3, sir. I think.
What? Sorry?
Table of 3, sir. 3, 3, फिर 6, फिर 9.
No. So if you
No,
take
no,
some,
no. We have to give an input. We have to give an input, sir. A. And that
yeah.
sum will
Sir,
depend
sir,
on that.
number of odd numbers in between
Number of odd
in a given
numbers.
interval.
Just try to take some input. A is equal to.
So it's just
Yes, sir.
returning the input A only.
A is equals to 5. Wait, sir.
So
0.
what it does is, should I tell or are you doing?
Sir, I'm doing, sir.
I will wait for 1 minute. Just try quickly.
Okay.
Took A is equal to 16.
3, 4, 3, 4, and second position. Term is now 3, and the term is 4. Term will become 3 plus 2 is 5.
Sir, number of odd numbers in between in a given interval.
No, it's not that. Take A is equal to 16 and try. Or A is equal to 9, take.
Sir, it will give the mid value, sir.
Mid value. Okay, it will give the square root of a number. If you take A is equal to 16, we get I is equal to 4. Just check it. So I am going to the next slide. So this is the code for finding the square root. So it will return the square root. Return I will return the square root of a number of A. If I take A is equal to 16, it will return I is equal to 4. Now, so this is the code we have written, suppose. So now just at looking at the code, we can't interpret what it is doing actually. So we can't, like, you face some difficulties to figure out what actually the code is doing. So just at looking at the code, you can't say what the code is doing. So we will add some comments. So again, but with the documentation, you can see, so we have written integer square root. So we know it is for integer square root, to finding the square root of a number of integer. Then we again don't know how does this code work. So we have to figure out how this code is working actually. So the name and the comments for iRoot are not as helpful as they might seem. So the name, and we have also written some comments. So suppose some program has some comments, but the comments are not as helpful, because also with the comments also we can't actually figuring out of what is happening to find the square root of a number. So some numbers don't have integer square roots, and what happens if you call iRoot with a set to 3, with a set to 3? So what if we call the same function with a is equal to 3? Then for negative numbers also, integer square roots are not defined. What happens if you call iRoot with a set to -4? So these are some conditions which we haven't mentioned here. what will happen if we call a with a is set to 3, a is set to -4, or what will happen? So what we can conclude is names and comments are not enough to describe the behavior completely. So just by writing the names and comments, we can't describe the behavior completely. So we have the code, we have written on comments also, but what actually the code is doing, what is the behavior of the code, how it is calculating the square root. So it is not showing completely. There is still some confusion. Here is the specification for integer root, finding the integer root in the Z paragraph. So we will see what is this, but just okay, see we have I root. We have I root of type integer. So we will see how to read this statements. So we have I root of type integer. Then for all a of type integer, natural numbers you can say. So we have I root into I root. So this is some condition which is describing our code. So what the code is doing. So we have I root into I root is less than a, and it is less than I root of a plus 1 into I root of a plus 1. So what it is doing, we will see. But this is the way we will represent in Z specification. So this is called as schema. We will see in the next slide. This is called this whole thing is called as schema. And this the first line is the declaration. I root is of type integer. So this axiomatic definition is as a paragraph indented and typically the part of an bigger text. Let's look at the different parts of the definition. So we have the declaration of I root. So I root. So we have integer to integer corresponds to the C declaration of int I root integer a. So you can see this is the, this declaration corresponds to the C declaration in our function. And this whole thing is for specifying our code. So if we read this Z specification, so one will know, okay, our code is doing this thing. And I root doesn't receive negative numbers and also returns none. So as we have natural numbers, and it will not take negative numbers. And the next is predicate. So this is the declaration I root, and this thing is predicate. It is called as predicate, and this is declaration. Now the predicate is for all a, so you need this sign for all a of type integer. So what this dot means is on the left side and right side of this dot. So on the left side we have some condition for all a of type n. This will this should satisfy whatever is written on the left side of this dot, right side of this dot. So for all a of type integer, and so it should satisfy whatever is written on the right side. So a should be greater than I root of a into I root of a, greater than equal to, and should be less than this. So shows that I root returns the biggest integer square root. So if I give a is equal to 3, it should return 1. If I give a is equal to 4, so it will give 2. So 2 is the square root of 4. So 8 will give 2, and 9 will give 3. So why 3 and 8 is giving 2 and 1? Because of this condition. So the predicate corresponds to the C function definition. It describes only what the function does without explaining how to do it. So you can see the predicate we have written. So it corresponds to the C function definition. So whatever definition we are writing in the C function, and it describes only what the function does without explaining how to do it. So it is just showing what the function is doing. We are specifying, okay, we have this function, and after reading this, we can say that it is finding the square root. And it is not describing how what the function does without explaining how to do it. It will not explain how the function is calculating the square root. This is the building block for structuring specification. So as we have seen in the previous example, this type of specification. It is a graphical notation for the Z schema. So we will write here the schema name. So we will have signature and predicate. signatures, declarations will come in the first year, and the declarations, predicate will come here. As we have seen in the previous example, we have declared here I root, and we have written the predicates here. So this is a graphical notation. So identifiers may, so there are some identifiers in Z. So identifiers may be composed of upper and lowercase letters, digits, and underscore characters. Underscore character must begin with a letter. So just remember this. We will use this in our example now. Before that, just read this and remember these signs. So identifiers may have suffixes. So question mark means an input variable. Exclamation mark means an output variable. And this is backtick or a single quote. This single quote means a new value. Just remember this. We will see example. After that, it will be clear how we are using these symbols. And a schema identifiers may have prefixes also. So this triangle means the state has changed, and this sign means no change in the state.
You boys note down what are the signs, because you will be using it in example. Okay, so you note down. Your hand should work when he is talking. Yeah, please go ahead. Start with some examples. Yeah, please.
I will share the Microsoft Word now. So you can also open your Microsoft Word, and so after installing the Z tool, so you can see the last Z menu, and you can see all these. So for writing Z specification, we will use all these symbols. So installing, you will see this, and at the if you don't see this under this Z, so at the top also you can see these options. You can select from here also. So first we will select So I have selected the first paragraph. So inside the paragraph, the first one, you can see the schema name. So this is the schema name. So we will see example of a counter system. So it will cover all the basic things in the Z specification. So you can rename it by clicking it. It is what is the name of our schema. So I am naming it as counter. So in the previous example, we have seen for square root. You can name it. So what this CTR and N, what this means? So here the variable CTR or a control counter, sorry. So here the variable counter. Here the variable counter is declared to be of type N and is natural number, you can say.
Sir, so 1 second, sir. So to draw this schema, sir, you just clicked on the icon or you dragged it?
Just click it, it will appear here.
Sir, mine not working that way. So I'm clicking it or doing anything, but it's not appearing.
click it and again click here. Then try.
Yes, sir. I'm doing that, but
Facing
it
some
shows
error.
no.
Just
Sir,
right click it. It should
okay.
appear.
Yes, I'm doing the same, but it's not happening. I don't know. I don't understand. Sir, mine you have a specific Z tab. So in my Z tab there is nothing. I am just accessing from the above.
From here.
Yes, sir. From here, and from there I cannot get this schema.
Can you start from beginning, sir, again?
So if you don't have this menu, wait, I will try from here from the upper side. So it's coming now. If I click this, it will come like this
Yes,
directly.
your it's working fine, but I don't understand. Mine is not working.
It's showing any error or
No, sir. Nothing. Nothing. Just nothing.
Yes, the same happening with me. Nothing is coming on the world. Clicking on that.
what with others? So it's happening with everyone or it's working with some.
So mine is working fine, sir.
Mine is also.
Yes, sir. Mine is also.
Which word you are using? Microsoft Office.
Sorry, MS Word.
No, version.
Version. No.
I'm using the 2010, sir.
2000.
I am using sir 2016, sir.
16.
Yes.
I'm also using 2016. Yes, sir.
Just try it, but I will just start now because we don't have much time. Come by clicking here directly like this. So we are taking this counter schema and so don't type n directly, you can select from here natural numbers. In the previous example also we have seen, so we don't want negative numbers, so we are declaring CTR control of type counter of type natural. So this definition means a variable control is declared to be of type natural number. And now I will write some predicate for less than. Also you can select from the numbers tab. So 0 should be less than. Here again I am selecting from the numbers tab.
Hello, sir. Sir.
Yeah, ask.
Sir, can you zoom little bit?
Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
This is the first declaration of counter. So I have counter of natural numbers and the value of counter should be less than max and greater than 0. Let me declare one more schema. So it will be, you can name it anything, not necessary to give the same name.
Sir, is that a less than equal to sign?
Less than equal to.
Sir, how you get that? अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है okay okay.
the init counter we got. I'm selecting the schema. And operation in Z is the operation is specified in Z with a predicate. So if you want to define some operation, we have to use predicate. This is the here in the upper this tab we will write declarations, and in the lower we will write predicates. So we have seen it in the PPT. So if we want to write some operations, we have to write in the lower tab. And the signs, triangle sign we have seen. Means the state has changed. So the same sign we are using. Same sign here. Here the counter, we have this counter, and we are changing the state of this counter now. Count is less than the keyboard. Counter is less than. Sign is also there in the schema only. So prime, it's called prime, conventionally used to indicate the value of variable after an operation. So you can read this. So I'm taking this arrow on this prime sign. You can see conventionally used to indicate the value of a variable after an operation. Only before the counter, and this prime sign means it is used to indicate the value of variable after the operation. As we are changing it, so just let me apply it. It's not visible, but it is there. You can see the prime sign. Now this triangle means we are changing the state, means the state has changed of this counter. That's why we are using the triangle. And we have this counter, this two, I haven't written is equal to. This counter is before the operation is done, and this counter with a prime sign is after the operation is done. So this is the increment we have. The declaration, this triangle, and so let me check what this is called. It's a delta. You can read delta x usually means that x and x. This delta counter. So delta counter means that the state counter is changed by the operation. In the predicate, the new value of a variable is prime. So you can say the new value counter is prime. Value is, so you can see the old value and new value. So the old value is not prime, and the new value is prime. This is the prime symbol. The above predicate states that the new value of the counter prime is the old value plus 1. We have this new counter prime value, and it is equal to old value plus 1. And between these two lines, this counter is less than max and counter prime is equal to counter plus 1. There is a logical AND, so we don't write it here. there will be an and here. So no need to write it, but it will be. So that specification will take it as the and. The statements, whatever statements will be written here, all the statements will be considered as and. You don't have to write it. And
So, but in case if we have to use or, then we have to mention that.
yeah, if you have to use or, you have to mention it. Otherwise, it's implicitly and. So no need to write it. So we can see we have a counter. So with two conditions, counter is less than max, and now we are incrementing the counter by 1. We have counter prime is equal to counter plus 1. Simple operation. So now changing the state variables and operation may also have input and output parameters. So we can have some input and output parameters. So input parameters names are usually suffixed with question mark, while the output parameter names are suffixed with exclamation mark. So the same thing we have seen in the PPT. We have question mark means an input variable, exclamation mark means output variable, and prime. So we have seen this prime. We will see the operation for decrementing the counter. So it will have a input parameter and the amount by which the counter should be decremented. Decrement. So I will write counter. Here you can see a question mark means an input variable. So we are taking a input. So D is our input variable. We are asking some value. That's why we have written question mark in front of D. Yeah.
So why did you give the tab space?
I don't know why it's coming. So I try to remove it. But happening like this. So
Okay.
we have a counter. So here we are decrementing it. We are taking question mark means input. So D is the input value. So we will first check if the counter is greater than D. Because we are decrementing it by D, it should be greater than, the counter value should be greater than D. So suppose counter is 10, we are taking D as, so we can't take more than 10 D value. So we have to check this condition, counter should be greater than equal to D. So counter value is 10. Now I am taking D as 2. So this condition, after that counter minus D, and we will again getting a new counter value, counter with prime and counter without prime. Now we are outputting the value of the counter. So the following operation, so it will have output parameter which is the value of the counter. Now again we will see, here you can see means no change in the state. We are not changing the state, we are just displaying it. So the same sign is available where it is here under the delta only, you can see. So it is called as exides me. This sign. So counter we have. We have counter, then let me see, exclamation mark here anywhere. So we here you can see exclamation mark means an output variable. So we have to use this exclamation mark.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, ask.
Hello, sir.
You are not audible.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Ingoli, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I can't understand why you is using a decrement portion. So, like after CTR is equal to CTR minus D and question mark.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Why you use the question mark here? Sir? For the output symbol. No, actually, it's the output now.
Question mark means an input variable. So whenever you declare an input variable, you have to use a question mark symbol.
Okay, okay.
So we are taking the value from the user, suppose.
Okay, sir.
So as you are when you are
okay, sir. Actually, I was thinking this is the output variable. That's why.
And here it is output variable.
Variable. Now, okay.
So like this, we can display it. Here we are not changing the state. Instead, we are just displaying it. So this means no change in the state. So let me again. So we start from here. We have counter. So we're taking the counter of type integer, natural number. Then we are specifying some condition. Then we are initializing some counter. We have counter theta is equal to 0. Then we are writing increment and decrement operations. So you can also imagine how the code should be written or how the code would have been written. So you will declare some variable, initialize that variable. Then you will have written some for loop or something like that. So here we are specifying the code, what your code is written. So by reading this, we can say that okay, the counter, it is a counter operation. We have increment and decrement operation. So we have increment and decrement, and lastly we have display. So this delta, you can see delta means the state has changed. Delta state change or like times mark.
Sir, you're audible, sir.
We will see another example.
Sir, is it case sensitive, everything? It's not case sensitive.
This name counter and everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, they are means you can use uppercase also, lowercase also. Doesn't matter. but then you have to use the same convention. So these are we have declared this counter and everything. So it is only this question mark, this natural number.
No sir, no sir. Case sensitive means if I have declared counter in with capital C in starting, then in the change state, there also I have to use capital C. That type of case sensitive.
Ingole,
Yes, sir.
I'm leaving, okay? I've got a meeting. 11:15. Give the assignment. Next class. That's the dining philosopher. Next class, shall we give time for this? Last class. Tomorrow, next class, next Wednesday is the last class. We can't have. Okay, okay. We'll call randomly. We'll check LTSA, we'll check Petinet, we'll check JET randomly. Okay? Next class. That's all.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So I'm quitting. Okay? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Fine.
You can declare initialization variables like this also. So we have buffer capacity. So it will have only positive natural numbers.
So this Z specification is just to means represent the code and not like this will run or anything.
No, it will not run. It just represent code to specify the code.
So then how to check if like it is right or wrong?
No, there's no way to check it directly. So you have to write it properly only. That's the only way. There is no tool like it will run or it will check the code or something like that.
So that means it is not a validation tool.
No, it's not validation, it's specification. Only to specify our system.
Okay.
So now it is up to us. So how correctly we describe our system. There is no validation tool to validate that we have written the other specification correctly.
Sir, how you get the buffer capacity, sir? Sir, how
Just
you
click
have
this in the first paragraph. So insert axiomatic, you can see.
Okay, sir. Okay.
That is.
So what does N1 specifies?
Positive natural numbers. Only positive natural numbers.
Okay, sir.
And n means all natural numbers.
Yes, sir.
You are already inside the Z paragraph. So this symbol means the number of buffers. So first we have buffer capacity. Then we are initializing this buffer. Just check the delta sign here. कशाला? 12 वाजता नेतो. 12 किंवा पावणे 12 वाजता. अर्धा घंटा टाइम आहे अजून. Wait a second, guys. So we have this delta. So the state is changing. So buffer. Suppose the buffer is like a variable. We have new. So it is of type main. So question mark is input variable. Buffer is so it's similar like our counter example. Let me first complete it, then I will explain it. First, we will use this intersection sign.
Sir, what sign is that in init?
This one. Just opening and closing brackets. Here you can see left sequence bracket and right sequence bracket. It's opening and closing bracket.
So can we use our keyboard's parenthesis? Is it same or different?
It will be same, different, I think. I haven't checked it.
So, but since there is no validation or nothing, so we can use, right?
Yeah, that tool had these symbols, na, so we have to use the symbols only.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Those symbols which are not available here, so those we can use from the keyboard. Otherwise, we have to use these symbols only. So here in this add mail, you can see we are changing the state of the buffer. So this new question mark means new is we are taking some input. So our input is mail. So we are taking a new mail. Suppose we are receiving a new mail. Then we are seeing the number of buffer. So how many empty places are there is less than buffer capacity. Number of buffers. The number.
So is that
Yeah.
intersection buffer and new
It's a concatenation. This sign.
okay, sir.
So any symbol you want to know what it is, just go to there and you can see the description of the symbol. Here you can see concatenation. So we will check. So these two conditions we have. So it is implicitly and so number of buffer less than buffer capacity. And if first condition is true, then we are concatenating the new mail we are receiving into the buffer. So this is the old buffer without the prime, and we are concatenating in it with the new mail we are receiving. And then we have this buffer with a prime and without prime, similarly as we have seen in the counter. So these examples are just to specify the use of these symbols. Where the symbols, how to use these symbols. So let's take an example of our ATM. So again, I will select.
Sir, please move the page up for a second, sir. Okay, sir. Done, sir.
The input type we have. Mic is on. So we have amount. So status is like some validation we can see. We can say like some validation with the balance. So all these depend different for me, different for you. So first I have balance. So the state of balance will change. And we are taking the amount. So that's a question mark at the end. Amount is of type natural number. We can. So we should take this N1 as positive. The whole numbers from 1 upwards. So it should be in positive only the amount. So we will take N1 natural numbers, only positive natural numbers. Then we have balance plus amount, whatever amount we are. A should operation.
Sir, is the valid a keyword?
No, it's not a keyword.
So both are variables.
Yeah.
Or just for knowing purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
After balance, you have written prime in deposit.
Yeah, because it's prime. This is balance prime. This is without prime. The prime is not visible. It's very small.
So should it be balance is equal to balance minus amount?
Balance is equal to
Balance minus amount means the withdrawn balance.
here. Yeah, I'm doing. So I thought here. So in the deposit it will be plus. In the
Also, sir, in amount there will be question mark or exclamation mark. Yes, sir. Question mark should be there. Na? We will take input from.
rather than because the input of the variable. Display and question mark. Either question mark symbol here. There's no question mark symbol. So amount question mark means we are taking the input and display means we are whatever is the output. So the withdrawal.
So why two N1 symbols in display?
I think
Okay, sir.
so we have display. minus the amount that will be for the withdrawal, here for deposit, here for withdrawal. There are different ways to write this. You can also write in your own way. You can add more. You can declare other variables also.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So let's say example, I have changed the balance. So I will use balance prime. Then I have to display that balance in the next line. So I will use display exclamation mark equals to balance prime or say only balance.
It will be balance only here, not balance prime.
Okay, sir.
And so we have to write one more thing. We have to update the balance state. Will be balance prime. Balance minus. It should be like this now. So balance prime should be again. I have made some change. Just taking the input amount. Then I have this old balance, withdraw, and balance as prime. Like this, you can make changes.
So, but for withdrawal, then we're not taking any input.
This is input only, the exclamation mark amount. This is input only. What is the amount you want to withdraw? This is the, here you can see. No, it's output now.
Yes, sir. Question marks input.
So there's no need to take the input variable. It will be output only. If you want to add, you can add. But then you have to follow the logic again in this predicate also. Here I am just taking the output amount. So balance minus amount. and whatever variables you will use in this for writing Z specification. Before you have to declare, I have balance. For this also, we have to write this before this all this schema. So it's showing some error. That's why I have written write it here.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, all sir. Balance, amount, status, withdrawal, deposit.
These are the declarations we say in Z. So before using all these terms, you have to declare them before the schemas. You can
Sir,
consider them.
amount and balance aren't they the variable, sir?
This amount and balance.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
They are variables, but we have to declare this before the schema. Whatever we are using,
Okay, sir.
balance, I have amount. You can see there are so many symbols, but we have used just symbols of this. Very vast. This Z specification is very vast. They are just simple terms only. Symbols, the basic symbols we have seen only here. It's a little complex also to understand. Let me share the previous. PDF. No, the PDF is visible.
Yes, sir.
So this was for the library. So you can just read it. this status, receipt, these are called as enumerated data types. So date, so status will take two values, available and not available. So library response will take issue success, issue failed, all these values. Here's some declaration: member name, member ID of book, today date. Okay, so you have library, then how to issue a book. You can see the predicate if available book is greater than 0. Available book is equal to loop minus. Take some examples on later, so how to write this for our ATM and library. Is one of the PDF, so you can see. So what we have seen is just the basics. So there are more sets and logic. So you can see, and the set of natural. The description is given. What is and Z are empty set. So it is based on set theory only. You can see the membership here. Mac is the member of Windows, Unix, Mac. Set equality, union, intersection, difference, subset, power set also. Then the declaration, you can read this line. The declaration X T says that X is of type T, where T is a set. This is like saying X belongs to T, or X is of type T. More things are there, and or all this our set theory only. No need to go this deeper, just complete the assignments. Here is the example of check in, check out. So similarly, you can see user in, out of type T. So here intersection, union symbols. Some of the symbols we have seen, question mark you can see. So here in prime, similarly this before prime and after prime you can see. So you can search this on net, you can go through some example. This is our last lab. So I think in the next lab, sir will check whatever assignments has been given. This is a dining philosopher problem in LTSA, CPN, and a Z tool also.
Sir, did you find some solution for LTSA, sir?
For what? Dining
Sir,
philosopher.
yes, sir, it was not working in mine. Na?
Yeah, it's not working.
Yes, sir, it's not working.
Talking is Chandrakant.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Because it's working in others. I think this is the problem.
Yes, sir, I don't know what's happening, sir.
So it's with that jar file, na? It's not showing executable file.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, that's the problem, sir. It's showing jar file, not the executable file.
I also don't know what is the problem.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir, I will try on others laptop, my friend's laptop.
Excuse me, sir. So can you please elaborate the whatever the tools we have used in the earlier labs? So which one of them were visualization tools, which one of them were modeling tools, or which one of them was validation tools?
First, we start with UML.
Yes, sir.
Then first, I will just name all the tools we have used. So we have used UML, then RStudio. So after that, we have seen no. First, we have seen Acme, Arc or Acme. First RStudio, I think. Then Acme Studio. So this was the third one. Then after Acme, CPN. Then fifth one is no, after Acme we have seen LTSA. After LTSA we have seen CPN, and this last one is Z specification. So UML was the modeling language. So Acme and RStudio were the modeling tool only for drawing the architecture of a software. And LTSA, CPN, these both were for modeling concurrent and parallel systems. And Z specification was just for specifying our system, software system. Just try to complete all the assignments because this semester is the last date of the semester is 11 December. I think. So sir might ask to show all the assignments. So just be ready with the assignments. So sir has given to draw the dining philosopher problem in LTSA, CPN, and Z specification.
So that is the only assignment, right?
Yeah, that is the assignment, and whatever we have been doing in the lab, all those things.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so just start completing one assignment, all the assignments, because sir might ask at the end, just submit your reports, lab reports. So just be ready with the reports or whatever you have done in the lab till now.
Sir, how is the lab test performed, sir?
Lab test last year, so our seniors they gave us the problem statements to everyone. So for every student there will be two problem statements, one for UML and the other one is for the CPN. CPN and UML. I got CPN and UML. So one compulsory from the UML and one from Acme Studio, RStudio, LTSA, CPN. Z specification will not be there. Only from the top 5: UML, RStudio, Acme Studio, LTSA, and CPN. One compulsory from the UML diagrams, and the second one is from the remaining three, four. And it will be from our assignments only. So like for the CPN, last year I got a palindrome to draw a CPN model for a palindrome.
Sir, so the questions repeat, or many of the students may get same questions?
Yeah, many students may get same.
Yes, sir.
Two students might get the same questions to draw the UML diagram, state chart diagram, to draw the palindrome of factorial.
So it will be taken only after we visit the campus.
Yeah, after visiting the campus. So I don't know actually when they take.
Okay, sir.
For only software architecture, there will be a lab. ASC lab.
Sir, are you in campus, sir, now?
No, I am not in campus.
Sir, second year MTech students are at 1st of December.
No. They changed decision, I think, because their questions are. So yeah, they are not calling right now. And only if the student want to go, so they have to fill the form first. So only if the student is interested, he can go. Otherwise, if you don't want to go, you can. Okay, that was the Z specification. Just do the dynamic philosopher problem in Z. So you can Google it if you face some problems with that.
Sir, we have to make deadlock free version only, or
just make any one.
Okay, sir.